Hey everybody, welcome back to another Slime Fun filled tutorial with your host Boomer. Today I am so happy to be bringing you, finally after a long awaited break, Flower Power, the add-on jam winner from Fluffy. Today we are going to dig in and show you how all this works. Ready, set, let's go. So first and foremost, let's get into the guide of Flower Power and let's take a look what's all involved. This is a big PvP add-on. I would highly recommend this for any server that has PvP. This is built very heavy for that purpose. So let's dig into each individual piece here that relates to that. There are really 9 tools in here, of which 8 are PvP related. The one that's for me is going to be the experience tomb that holds 1 million points of experience. Yeah, I can tell you this is going to have a ton of uses, not just storing up XP, but for a number of reasons. All you simply have to do is hold it, right click it, and it puts the XP in, shift right click it, and it extracts, or left click to perform those actions in bulk. But we're going to focus more on the PvP aspects of this. We have 5 different charms, which once activated or inspected, will kick in and give you an advantage over the person you're PvPing against. The movement charm will allow you to run much faster. The attack will let you attack much faster. The fly speed, same thing, flying. The damage will deal more damage, and finally the health charm will allow you to gain more hearts. Once you have inspected this, it's simply holding it, right click it, put it in your offhand, and then it kicks in. We have 3 other specific pieces to PvP in here, but one more thing on these charms is you can only hold one at a time. So you have to kind of think through, when do you need what? The Infinity Apple, and it's called Infinity for a reason. It never wears out. If you're very hungry, hold the apple, right click it, it'll start eating. You'll get a hunger, half of a hunger refilled for 1 experience point, and it will continue until you are completely full. The apple does not wear out. Additionally, if you've been hurt, right, your health bar is low. Every 10 points will give you 1 point of health or half of a health bar. And again, the bandage runs forever. It never wears out. So as long as you have experience, you can continue to use these forever and ever. And while I'm not a PvPer, this one I can really appreciate what this one will do, is this allows you to teleport back to a remembered location. So let's say you're PvPing with somebody, hold it, shift right click, then get them in between you and that spot. When you're ready, you can right click and teleport behind them. It will confuse them for a brief moment, and you'll have a chance to attack them without knowing what actually took place. So let's dig in. We have a couple of pieces of basic machines that we can use for crafting. We can use a magical workbench and the enhanced crafting table, depending on what we're going to craft. Everything starts with the experience cauldron. Now, it does hold 9 levels of XP, but that's not the reason you use it. You use it to make a magic base and to allow you to craft everything. Now, we're not going to craft everything, but I'm going to walk you through the procedure on how to do it. So there's the experience cauldron, which is simply a vanilla cauldron, 4 empty flasks of knowledge, 2 buckets, 2 iron bars, and a vanilla cauldron in the middle. For the basin, we're going to put down an experience cauldron, and we're going to slap item frames on all 4 sides. And this is where the recipe items go. Now, to add XP, simply right click. And actually I should probably switch over to survival so you can see the XP in action. If I want to remove it, I can shift right click, and that will take the XP back out. You can right click it 3 times. That will allow you 3 crafts of different items. So to start with, why don't we craft the movement speed charm? Let's start with this one. All the charms are all crafted almost identically. It's the exact same process, so I'm not going to take you through all 5. But you're going to see there's going to be a crystal, a potion of swiftness, a talisman, and another star. I believe all 5 have that same 4 base. To craft a red crystal, you need a gas tier and quartz, which are vanilla, magic cream, which is obtained from killing slime, and I believe looting makes a difference there, And then a glistening poppy is magic cream and a poppy. So let's start there. Let's grab a poppy and let's grab a magic cream. So what we're going to do is put these right into the item frames. We're going to grab our magic wand, which is made out of a blaze rod, a glowstone dust, and a oxeye daisy, and a magic workbench. But we're going to click this. Now it's going to say invalid recipe. Don't worry, it's okay. You can see it works. I'll let Fluffy know. But now we have ourselves the glistening poppy. So to make the red crystal, now we need a magic cream, a block of quartz, and a gas tier. So let's grab ourselves a magic cream. We need a vanilla block of quartz and a gas tier. And I've noticed now that it does not matter the order in which you put these items into the item frame. All that matters is that you get them in. So don't worry about which one goes where. Okay, right click it. Now we have our red crystal. What does a red crystal do? Absolutely nothing. You can't place it. I know it's red glazed terracotta, but you cannot place this. Finally, to make the actual charm, now we need a potion of swiftness, and remember it's speed 2. Be careful you've got the right speed. Talisman of the Traveler, and another star. All right, so I'm not going to tell you how to craft those. You should know at this point, or you can read it in the guide. Let's see. And what was the other one I'm missing here? Oh yeah, potion. So same thing. We're going to put them into the item frames. And another star. And finally, we're again, right click one more time. So now we need to add more XP. So now we have our speed movement charm. Now you'll see I'm running. I'm not really going that fast. You have to inspect it or activate it by right clicking. Once you've done that, you'll see this charm has been inspected. Put it in your offhand. And wow, we take off. I would guess it's probably the equivalent of about speed 3, maybe, if normal running is 1. I haven't actually measured it, but it's still pretty impressive. I better get this out of my hand or I'm going to fly right off the map. So all 5 charms are built essentially the same way. Okay? So now for the Infinity Apple. It's a plain apple, a red crystal, an enchantment run, and another star. And we just happen to have an apple put together and we have the bandage put together. Now, my hearts are full, so I'm not going to... Can I run? No, I know what we need to do. Let's go up. And let's go back down. All right, here we go. You can see I've got 57 plus levels. If I hold the apple down, every time I right click, it takes just a little bit of XP and refills a half of my hunger bar. And then with the Band-Aid, every time I right click, it fills half a heart back up until it's completely full. And again, the Infinity Apple and Infinity Bandage never run out. So once you've crafted them, they're good forever. So it's not an impossible craft. Even the Ancient Run isn't that hard, right? The Lightning one's a little bit of a pain simply because of the Phantom Membrane. But other than that, very simple. The Bandage, same thing. Yellow Crystal, the Run, and another star. So the simplicity of the number of items you need is greatly appreciated, Fluffy. You don't need 142 items. As a matter of fact, I think you need, if I did the math right, like 10 items. That's it. To make all these different things. Now, the only 2 that we still haven't talked about are the Experience Tomb and a Flowering Seed. So I want to check out the Flowering Seed. I want to see if we can figure one thing out here. We're going to come over to our magical workbench. Whoops. And we're going to make a few of these because it says it can duplicate flowers. Oh, that's right. You got to do this one at a time. Unless you have the auto one, you get to do this one at a time. But I want to see, I don't know all the flowers. I'm going to guess for sure everything that's in this pack in this particular add-on, I would assume all the flowers are eligible to be duplicated with this. Now, if you've got, you know, a really good slime farm and high looting and you're able to get tons of this cream, well, then you could very quickly duplicate flowers that aren't duplicatable in vanilla. And that would allow you to make more of these pieces, right? You'd be able to make all the different things, sell them on a server, who knows? All right, so let's get this last one. I've got some flowers over there. Let's head on over there and see what happens. So I'm going to try to just right click once and see how many we get. So we got 5. Not bad. Traditionally, these flowers are not duplicatable. While relatively easy to get, those are not bone mealable flowers, right? The too tall ones are, but these aren't. So for sure, everything that's in this pack is duplicatable with the wheat seeds. There may be more. You're going to have to experiment and find out. I'm going to leave some things open to you. And finally, the experience too. Again, book and quill. Experience Cauldron, the Enchantment Run, and the Nether Star. 10 million XP. Let's see. No, that's not what I wanted. There you go, experience 2. All right. So as I'm shift right clicking, you can, or I'm sorry, I'm just right clicking right now. You can see it's going up. If I shift right click, it pulled it all out right away. And let's go into survival. I want to see how fast. If I shift left click, it's empty. If I left click, it moved all of it at once. You see that? We'll shift left click it back out, left click it back in. So if you are at your, let's say, a zombie pigman farm in another zombified piglin, and you've got 80, 100, 200 levels of XP, simply left click it all in, save it up for when you need it. Man, I tell you, Fluffy, I know you got an 8.7 or 8.8, something like that from the devs. I'm going to give you a 10. I think this is great. I love the simplicity of the pack as well as the attention to detail, and that each one is just slightly different from the other, but yet it's unique enough and tailored to that specific charm. The Infinity Bandage and Apple are great things, not just even for PvP. You could use those in regular. And me personally, I'm going to love the experience too. I'm going to have a great time with this. Guys, I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you're new to the channel or you've been watching for a while, please hit that subscribe button. It just tells me that you appreciate the work that I'm doing. And turn on those notifications so that you get told every time a new video comes out. But as always, when you're playing in Slimefun, you got a flower power, baby. We'll see you soon. Have a good one.